Trinity is honestly no more difficult in concept than the wave particle theory of light, and high schoolers are expected to comprehend that at a certain level. Like, you don't
Hmm.
understand it in an experiential sense because we don't live in a world where it is, but you're supposed to understand the double split experiments and be able to explain them at that level, even though it doesn't like work with our macro level experience of the world. You can still evaluate the evidence and understand at that level. Same thing with the Trinity is no more difficult than that. And people pretend, oh, it's so difficult. My little brain, oh, it's so complicated, it's so far above. What, like, it's not that obscure. It's really not. If high schoolers can understand the double split experiment, boys and girls can understand Trinity just as easily.
Yeah, that's actually an excellent analogy. I've never heard that analogy, but I like that way better than normal analogies that people use. Because in one sense, you look at that and you're like, that doesn't con, um, that isn't congruent with what I expect of the world. But on the other hand, the experiment proves that it must be the case, and that's
Yep.
kind of the way the Trinity is. It's like I I can't like see anything like it in this world, which is very ironic since Muslims tell us exactly that's how they know it's Allah, is they can't
Yep.
see anything like it in this world. But also, I know that it holds up to logical, intellectual scrutiny. So,
Yeah.
called it.
And just like the wave particle theory of light, if you don't if you don't have that element, you can't explain a lot of things about the world as it is and
That's
about
correct.
how things work. But it's actually the same with the Trinity. You can't have a God that is an entire monad that is sentient. And if without a sentient God, you can't have creation. You also can't have a God with parts or multiple gods and still be God. It's not possible. So the only solution is a multi personal God in which there is that which can have sentience, but no distinction in being. And the only thing that exists that is a multi personal singular being. Like, it's required as unintuitive as it is in the sense that a wave light is unintuitive, it is as required as a wave particle theory of light. Both are true.
Nicodemus says Saint Spiridion gave the best analogy way back to help the evil ones understand the Son in reference to the Trinity. I will say that it's a better analogy than most. Um, I don't think that it's like, I mean, frankly, I don't think it's a great idea to do an analogy, period. Analogy can help you understand aspects of the Trinity, but naturally people then take it to be all inclusive, which it
Yeah,
can
and
never
that
be because
and
there's
again,
nothing similar.
what you're saying is heat, light, mass. That would be partialism or different attributes or something like that, which is
Yeah, I
not
think it'd be
accurate.
close
Yes,
to attributes. I think, but I mean,
that would
it's
make
better
real
than
attributes, which
it's
I mean,
better than
kind of does.
analogies
Yeah.
that are quite obviously modalist, at least. So I think it's better analogies than some, but I think analogies usually aren't helpful to understand the Trinity because even if you're properly using it for a specific purpose, then people misuse it and think that it's all encompassing.